Moving on, Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Party leader Raila Odinga was in Eldoret, Uasin Gishu County, where he attended the 2023 Devolution Conference. The former Prime Minister is celebrated as a champion of devolution. He was the keynote address during the second day of the conference. Raila was accompanied by the Chair of Governors Waiguru, among other leaders. President William Ruto officially opened the 2023 Devolution Conference on Wednesday, August 16th. The 10th Devolution Conference is themed 10 Years of Devolution, the Present and the Future. The conference will be closed by Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua on Friday. Our reporter Emmanuel Obomba tells us more.
The two annual Devolution Conference entered its second day on Thursday at Eldoret Sports Ground in Uasin Gishu County, with the cabinet secretaries, governors, senators and leaders from the two arms of government in attendance.
As we talk about that, we are talking about also revenue collection in terms of the national government. Why? You cannot talk about county government in isolation of the mother and father, because all these counties draw from the national government. And in my assessment, what we make as a budget is an element of something. And I don't want to use a lot of jargons. It is an element, or the budget that we make is an element of the wealth of our country.
As the Senate of the Republic of Kenya, we are fully committed to supporting the transformation through necessary legislative interventions and the requisite legal framework. And if I would want to bring this to your attention, Senate Devolution Committee has already recommended some amendments to be moved, recognizing county assemblies forum in law and delivering financial autonomy to county assemblies for better and effective oversight.
Different counties continued exhibiting their assets and showcasing their strengths, while giving an opportunity to those visiting the stands to understand the uniqueness of each county.
Last 10 years of devolution have had their fair share of successes and challenges. I'm, however, concerned by the low rate of absorption of these funds to develop for development purposes. We are all called as leaders to do a better job for our people. And this must, at all times, be our guiding philosophy. We should spend the entire allocation on development positively, contribute towards the country's growth and service delivery. Although devolution has brought some success in bringing government closer to Kenyan citizens and advancing development, evidence shows that corruption is a major challenge affecting most county governments.
Prior to the promulgation of the 2010 Constitution, the state of affairs was characterized by glaring economic imbalance driven by skewed distribution of resources and opportunities. This resulted in the exclusion and marginalization of some parts of the country and undermined our desire to remain one great united nation. The Constitution of Kenya 2010 was therefore the culmination of a long quest for reforms to negotiate the social contract by the Kenyan people.
Former Prime Minister Honorable Raila Odinga, being the guest speaker for the day, during his keynote reiterated that county governments must foster job creation, adding that prospects of Kenyans taking charge of their destiny and drive their own development is because of devolution.
Funding remains inadequate and is slow, uneven and unpredictable. The controller of budget and central bank need to relook at the law. The County Allocation of Revenue Act, CARA, contains a disbursement schedule. And I was sitting next to the former governor, who is now the Minister for Finance, and I told him exactly the same thing. Therefore, the administrative step of Treasury writing a letter to CBK to release funds should not arise. CBK should implement CARA full stop. Bureaucracy at the Office of the Controller of Budget continues to hold back devolution. There's a worrying clash of vision and responsibility between county chief executives and the members of county assemblies.
Council of Governors, chaired Anne Waiguru, reiterated that the need for the two levels of county governments to continue collaborating, consulting, coordinating and cooperating in the performance of different functions as stipulated by the Constitution.
And as we continue to implement devolution, both levels of government need to continue consulting, collaborating, coordinating, and cooperating in the performance of our respective functions as assigned by the Constitution. As the good book says, the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. A lot needs to be done to lift the lives of millions of Kenyans from poverty, significantly reduce unemployment, and keep the country on a path to socio-economic development.
On the other hand, Honorable Wesley Rotich said the ideal digitized county is one that is able to offer services and offer feedback digitally. County governments are creating a conducive environment for internet services producers in order to have wider internet coverage in the counties.
As the good book says, the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. A lot needs to be done to lift the lives of millions of Kenyans from poverty, significantly reduce unemployment, and keep the country on a path to socio-economic development.
Reporting for Maisha Prime Maisha Television, I'm Emmanuel Wabomba.